It's a subject that that most and even you know, older you get, it's a subject that can be hard to talk about, and people get uncomfortable when they think about it or get approached about it. But to me, chastity carries so many more values than just you think of sexual purity. It's not just that. It tells so much more about a person, I think. So many, like I mentioned, discipline. You find out a lot about people's character. There's so many things that you can find out about a person off this one subject. And for me, it was important growing up. At times, was there a struggle? Sure. And I was fortunate enough to be in a relationship. Now I've been married for 6 years, and me and my wife, we were in it together. We were both committed, and I think that's the first step. If you're in a relationship, is to both be on the same page. If you got one that's not on the same page and one trying to do the right thing, it's hard. It's hard for It's usually when you get in the face the temptations, the one usually can pull you down. And so I think that was important for us, is to be on the same page and to walk together. We were on the same spiritual level from the start. That's where it was built. And then when you build it that way, you give yourself a lot better chance to be pure. And her values was number one by far. And I remember telling my mom, we were at a ball game, Little League. I grew up in a small town, so everybody's at the ball fields. And she was in the 7th grade, and she was over there with some of her friends. I remember telling my mom, "Hey, Mom, that's a good girl over there." I remember pointing her out. You wanted to find that person that wasn't going to be tempting and wasn't going to be where you felt pressured, that you had to live up to, or how does she want you to be? And so from day one, I kind of had her. I was kind of had it mapped out, and fortunately it worked. And does every 8th grade relationship turn into that? No. But if you build it on that, you give it a chance. Even if it's something that doesn't last, at least you have that friendship and spiritual friendship with somebody that can carry you throughout your high school years and college years, just to lean on, whether it's girlfriend or boyfriend or not. Yeah, I was wrong in saying that it was just the values that brought me to her. Certainly she's beautiful, and even more beautiful to me growing up in high school, and certainly those temptations are there for in college. Even more beautiful when you practice chastity and you're pure, because when God was the center of our life, we always loved each other more. You felt that you had more fun, because there's no guilt. There's no you just feel relieved when you do that. And when you get into the temptations and you start having those struggles, is when you feel like you're hiding. And you feel like you hide away from the conversations about God and about spirituality when you're together, rather than letting that be the topic of the conversation and feeling totally confident that the night's going to go smoothly and you're not going to be faced at 11 o'clock, watching a movie on a couch. Those are the hardest times. When you get to that point, that's when it gets tough. You avoid all those times. And it's not to say, you can't watch movies and all those things are bad, but if you can certainly avoid those temptation moments, then you certainly have a better chance. We're still growing in our marriage. Obviously, it was 6 years, May 19th, so just a couple weeks ago, and we can't believe it's already here. We were teasing each other about the 7-year itch, obviously completely joking, but it's amazing how far we've come. And you think that you're on your wedding day, you can't love anybody anymore. There's no way. But it's amazing in the 6 years and how you love each other in many different ways through your children. I watch her do things as a mom, and I think, how in the world does she know how to do that? And she says some of the same things to me, and it's amazing that your love and your relationships grow without even conversation or without things happening, just because the day-to-day growing together.